Hey, it's me, Cloney, or Boberto II. I found a mod that came out a couple days ago that essentially is a next step in filmmaking for the GMOD community. So if you guys are aware of Player Recorder, this mod is a newer mod that is like Player Recorder but better, and it's called Mimic. So we'll start off by recording a little scene just so I can show you what it does. You'll run around, call it something, hacker shit. Replay. See, I mean, you get it. You get that part if you see my other tutorial. But one thing that you can do is you can loop replays, so it just never fucking ends. Look at that, it just keeps going. So that's pretty cool. You can also, here, I guess I'll have to make a new one. You can no collide, so bots can just like walk right through each other. One, and we'll run into each other. Nope, never mind. And see, 1-1. Look at that. I think, oh, that's great. That's one thing I like about this. And chat also works. Here, I'll record myself saying something. And you can also like disguise the name with that. So it'll say 33 said fuck you in chat, which is pretty cool. Now, you can, this one, I cleared it, but this one saves replays, similar to camcorder. So if you leave for the night, it'll save right here, and when you load back into the map wherever you recorded, everything will be there, and you can just replay the next day. So this mod basically allows for multi-day filmmaking, unlike Player Recorder. The thing is, I use Glide in Player Recorder, but Glide seems to be a little broken. But the thing that's better about this is that LVS kind of works, but Symphiz, or however you say it, definitely fucking works. So here, I'll just record myself shooting a fucking BMD. Like, the keybinds and everything work. You can move around. In like Player Recorder, it'll track your actual turret movement. It won't reverse the controller or anything. So you can like actually have fucking whole tank battles now. And you're not restricted to the limited military vehicles that Glide has. This is just like, this I think is revolutionary. So yeah, so I'm here. I'll even show off the bombers. Now, the thing you need to watch out for is that in vehicles and in general, bots, I think, do stutter. I'm pretty sure they have a stuttering problem, which means when they're moving, they'll just like do that or something. So if you have like, it's mostly, the thing I've seen is that it's mostly with LVS vehicles, particularly planes. I'll record this, and we'll see. Yeah, all that works too, by the way. I'll record this and see if it stutters at all. Yep, see, I don't know if me flying into it might have fucked it up, but it stutters and implodes. Now, one thing I found out is that this boat mod, which is right there it is. This also works, and Glide works. It works. It's just, I'll show you what I mean with the turret thing. Also, yeah, vehicles do, so I actually think Glide might just be broken. I don't know. I was gonna show you with the turrets. When you're pointing, if you're pointing the turret that way, it'll turn that way, or it'll just keep on spinning around like that, and that's a little annoying, which is prefer to use Synthesis, which has a lot of mods to go off of on like Glide. I mean, Glide's good. It's good. It's just Synth's kind of better. Same with LVS tanks, unfortunately. So if you want a little realism in your vehicle battles, you unfortunately won't get that. The turrets will rotate the opposite direction of where you recorded it pointing. I mean, the movement works. It works. It's just the turrets are fucked up. And one more thing about Synth is that you cannot change tank rounds. So, that might be a problem for some people. Here, there's also keybinds. You can keybind it if you find that easier. So yeah, we'll test Gredwitch real quick just to see if it works. I've never really tested it yet. Bots can spawn and stuff, and when the replay ends, it deletes. Like, their props delete. So you don't have to worry about optimization. An additional thing here is that GMOD Tarkov armor works, though you gotta be careful which player model you choose. Because just player models have fat heads, so it might look funny. See, Melo 7 has a very small head, so his armor is fine. And I'm pretty sure it just stuttered, so that's one thing you gotta watch out for. Unfortunately, one thing I found out is that the color tool for tool gun doesn't work. And if I remember correctly, the tool gun in general just doesn't really work with the bots yet. I've heard the developers are also working on it. And unfortunately, voice chat does not work either for the bots. Voice chat does not work. Police car sirens for your Synthesis and Glide, and probably LVS. I haven't tested that. They do not work. That keybind does not work here. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't work. I kind of want to show you how a little broken Glide is. Here, I'll turn off my settings that I enabled and everything. Just, it instantly starts for one when he enters. And I held the machine gun and it didn't fire for the replay. But one thing is that missiles work, but they don't fire where I aimed, which was over there. You can see the bullet holes from the machine gun. And whatever that was also a fucking problem. So Glide not Glide, fucking LVS really is just, sadly it works. Not sadly, it works, but sadly, it doesn't work at the same time. Like, really, at all. But I guess, like, for better news, I found out that they might try and add, like, some sort of voice module so the bots can replay your voice chat, but I'm not sure if that'll, they just said they might find a way or something.